And so for the final product of one of the songs, do you mind if I use the drum pad?
You want to add something?
Like a little like a pop beat.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like the regular like electron, not electron,
Yeah.
but like a. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, there are different ways of doing it. Well, we'll see. You may not want to use that, because I don't know how to use it.
Obviously, I couldn't do
Don't
it.
tell anybody.
I couldn't do it with my fingers,
Yeah, it's possible.
but I couldn't keep a steady tempo.
But you can adjust it. If it's MIDI, it's easy to adjust. Just lay down what you want and edit the MIDI and then export the analog and put it back in, and then you can process the analog. Many people, they'll construct songs that put all this MIDI stuff in there and they won't finalize it. They won't export the audio and edit the audio. That's a mistake, because all of that work you do is lost if for some reason you don't have those plugins and that computer and that setup and those instruments and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get the MIDI worked out real well, and you know, thoroughly worked out. Get it all set up the way you want. Then you export the MIDI as analog, and you mix the analog. Forget and turn the MIDI off.
Mm-hmm.
That way you have your work. You have a recording of your work. It's not, because MIDI can be lost. You know, MIDI stuff is particular to the program and exactly where you are and the settings and all that stuff. That's a common error that people with computers make. They think that, oh, I can do everything with MIDI. No. Actually, you just do one at a time. It's much better that way. Okay, so hit normalize, so we save.
Well, the first actual song I think is right.
Mm-hmm.
I think there.
Okay, that's number 1. Where's the next one?
All this right here was just nothing.
Uh-huh.
Nonsense.
Like
I think
that.
it's nonsense.
Uh-huh.
Nonsense song. I don't know. I probably should have labeled them.
That's okay. So, so this is number 1. I think what we can do is we select the. It's very useful for correcting. So you can fix it so it's right on beat. So one thing you can do with the bar here is you can select something and then go down and align it to what you want it to be fixed to down here, like that. Great, huh? And it's all done with numbers.
There's like multiple pieces because they're ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay, so
The last
remember now. Be careful what you wish for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think you're going to start copying and pasting and moving stuff around, you're going to be sitting here for hours doing it. Really.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to choose the best one and try and fix it instead of trying to patch a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
We can do a few of them, but just for you to learn how it is. But it can be a nightmare trying to fix everything. So need one that has the least glaring errors.
Okay. I think that's.
It sounds the best to you.
I think it's the last one.
I would agree, because I remember you doing that last one and you seemed to finally click. Oh, you mean the last one of that song?
That song, yeah.
Not the last one in the session. Here's one there. Here's one there. Here's one there. That's different. So you can see the signature of the bass guitar, what he's doing. So there's 3 of them here that look very similar. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Do we do it again? No, that's different. So do you do it again?
No, not.
No?
No. It's all the same song.
Okay. That Saturday, I was really exhausted. I don't know if you could tell or not. I was really spaced out.
You could have said something if you wanted.
No, that it's what had to happen. Believe me, I've worked in worse circumstances where deadly force was involved, and it's really not good to be in situations where you have to make life and death decisions when you're just completely exhausted. But that's what life is all about. Okay, so we have like 3 of them here. Let's listen to the last one.
Forget it.
Yeah, that's not good, is it? He, I think he was tired.
Mm-hmm.
He probably had a long day before he got here.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's listen to. That's the most conspicuous part of the song, where he has to really be right. There are a couple of other spots, but there are that beginning there. He has to. If he messes up those arpeggios, which he did right there. That one's a little flubbed up. Let's listen to this one. Making mistakes. But it's not so bad.
I just missed it.
He's playing different notes, but who knows what he's supposed to be doing. You do, we do, I do, he does, but no one else does.
This is the one where he forgets this part.
Okay, the first part is not so bad. That's okay, though. It's musical. It only has to be musical. You say, well, he made a mistake, but that's okay. He didn't play a bad note. He just didn't play the one that in the arpeggio. That's okay. And the second round through it. So let's look at it like this. So he plays it once, right there.
It's the same thing right there.
Then it repeats. Okay, it's not plugging it properly. But we can probably copy this and put it there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're saying that this third version is the one we want to edit, right? So we have.
Because I think that's where besides like him kind of picking around on the guitar, I think that's the most where everybody knows what they're doing and everybody's in sync.
It's called rehearsal. Right? So, okay, so starting at 11. Okay. So we have this one here, so that's 1. Okay. And this one here. That's 2.
And the last one and this one.
And the last, this right here?
Yes.
Okay, that's 3. We need a 4, right?
Okay.
What do you use in the first session? Something in the first session? Because there's a whole bunch of content there. This stuff here. This is before everyone started looking at each other, watching. But it can be fixed. So, and yet here you remember how I was working on fixing some of it. I may not have saved it. That's what I did. I just clipped it, but I didn't save it. I was just showing you how it can be edited. So,
we can probably use that last one.
uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, that's start and finish. Okay. Now, what we want to do is start editing, and I want you to do this. So, if we zoom in, we see we actually don't need the mixer right now. That's the previous session here. So let's open this up. What we want to do first is listen to just the drums. I'll show you how it's done. So let's minimize this guy. Maximize this. So that's the song there. Okay. So what we can do is mute the guitars and just listen. It's isolated pretty well.
The blankets.
I need more. I want to put something on the top, and I want like ones on the glass that you can just sort of move aside when you want to look through, but when you're recording you just have it closed. So it's like completely surrounded. Okay, you hear that? You hear that what he did? See that right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's the bass drum. So let's listen to the bass guitar with it. See, it's sloppy. So what does he intend? So see how there's less space here, more there.
Mm-hmm.
See, so what you want to do. See the guitar, the bass guitar here.
Mm-hmm.
So get it to repeat.
Rushing the snare beat too.
One thing I can see right away. Okay, so what we do is we go in here and we select this guy and we say cut.
It's Control X or Alt X.
Yeah. It's slice, cut, slice, whatever.
Or what's the command control or the command key?
Alt X.
Okay.
But you have to select the file.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't select any, you hit Alt X, it slices every one of them. Common mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You look at it and what did I do? Ah! So let's slice it up a little bit here and zoom in. Let's get it to repeat on the snare beats. See, when you select the snippet,
Mm-hmm.
this blue here allows you to adjust the amplitude.
So you're
So-
trying to match with it.
Yeah, so we can hear it a little better. And that's the way it'll record it.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a little behind. No, it's a little. See? Okay?
Okay.
The bass guitar and the bass drum playing together with the snare, of course. The snare has to be moved sometimes, but those little corrections is the difference between GarageBand and professional.
Mm-hmm.
And all you have to do is correct those little snippets, the ones that are glaring like that, and everything falls into place. And this is paying attention to detail. Okay, so So if we go back, let's turn off the cycle. Start in here. Okay, you hear the snare problem?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's playing, the part is real soft. Those errors are glaring. That's a glaring error that everyone will go. Yeah. So if we can hear it and it's glaring like that, we need to fix it. So I'll fix a couple of these and then you can do the next one, okay? So what we do is we choose the repeat here.
Snare beat.
Yeah, right here, it's this one, these three right here. So let's listen to the bass drum. It's pretty consistent, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a little soon. See? So let's cut that one again and move it a little forward. See what happens. This is a little late. Louder. A little better. Doesn't have to be right on, it just needs to be a little closer. need this one. I don't think we need that one either. Oops. Undo. No, I'm trying to.
I heard that, but I'm not quite sure how to align it.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs not bring your attention to the error. See, it's not. It's okay now. So if we open up the loop. See? So who's the wiser? See?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a professional studio drummer would say, they did something there, but it doesn't matter. It just needs to be, we need to fix the rhythm, because the rhythm was messed up, and we did that. So what we need to do now is listen, and I'll let you do this. Sort of choose, we need to find out where the bass guitar and the drummer are making glaring rhythmic errors, and fix those. So let's listen to this loop. Seems to be okay. So you settle up there and take the control so you can do this. So this becomes like an instrument now. It lets you zoom in on different passages. And then the loop, so what you do is you listen to, that I call them strings. This is like one string here. See, it sort of repeats. So you fix the glaring rhythmic errors in the bass guitar and the bass drum, or the drummer. One string at a time. So we go through each little snippet like that, then zoom in on the errors and correct them, and then go to the next one. About the guitars later, just the bass guitar, okay, and the drummer.
Okay.
Because that's the basis of the rhythm, and the bass guitar and the drummer set the rhythm. So once we and we don't need, it probably won't take much adjustment, just a little bit here and there, just like we did right here. Mm-hmm. It was just a very tiny little change. Yeah.
So get that guitar part.
Just let it loop for a couple of times. See, they're not together. It's a little early there. Late. Okay. So isolate just the drummer. So use that. Yeah, bring those down and then let it loop again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there's a tiny problem there, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing, you can't adjust the loop region when you're zoomed in on it. So you have to zoom out and sort of click away. Click bring it up to the pointer. Bring the pointer.
Oh, right.
See? No.
No.
Oh, well, you can do it that way too if you want. Just slide it over. What I do is I reset it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just click. Yeah, click up there. Right, click. See, that resets it. And then go to the area where the error is with the cursor.
Yeah, right here.
And then left to right with the pointer, with the point. The pencil, yeah, right there. Right. And it's already on cycle, so let it cycle. And then zoom in, by dragging down, so you zoom in. Move this so that it's right on the beat. So what you do is you grab it, grab the left one there with the pointer. Right. Okay. Now move it, and then pull the hand. No, don't let go. Don't let go of the mouse. And move the hand down and touch the leading edge of the guitar, the bass guitar, right there. See? Like that. See? Now it's right on rhythm. So maybe do this one over here. See what it does?
Yeah.
Because your brain is always temporal. This doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
So if you adjust it to repeat on that tempo, it's much easier to hear. So you can see how well thought out the program is. Will let you do these things. But it's not obvious when you buy it. That's why I'm here. So you can see how the bass guitar is playing there, but the bass drum is over here. So which one do we want to fix? Do we want to fix the bass guitar? Let him cycle. The bass drum is wrong.
It messes up right here.
Right there. So maybe the bass guitar is more correct than the bass drum. So stop it and select the bass drum file and put the cursor there, a little bit to the left, yeah, and hit the snip. Right, and then to the right of it again, sort of in between the two beats.
Like that.
Snip again. Okay, do we need to fix any of the others? It looks like there should be even spaces between them.
Mm-hmm.
So see if we need to snip the next one. It looks like he double stroked there, so yeah, go ahead. Let it repeat while you're adjusting it. Keep going. Let's do some more. hi-hat is off. You hear that? Let me get this more. See that? The hi-hat is off. So to eliminate the error of the hi-hat, let's find the hi-hat, which is over here. Solo on the two, the overheads. Listen to it loop. This one here. So snip these two. You can select two files and snip them in the same place by holding the control key, and that's it. Then hit the aux, and then again to the right of them. Each one, or both of them together. Doesn't matter.
Right there.
Okay. Now, select each one. Just click on one. Just bring the volume down. The little blue square there. Just all the way down. All the way down. And the other one. Now loop on it. Take this off. Okay. That's one problem out of the way, but the bass drum is still, you can see that it's geometrically not, these spaces are not.
Mm-hmm.
So let it loop again and move the bass drum around. You might solo on the bass drum. Solo on the bass drum. This one is a little off too. So snip them all out. It doesn't matter how many snips you have in there. So isolate each one of them. We'll move them around. Yeah. Let it loop. Look what you did. So you snipped all of them. Stop it. Do a Control Z. Again. Okay, now, just select the file you want to snip. There you go. This is behind too. Yeah, there you go. It's still behind.
This one.
Yeah. Now go behind it. You don't need to go in front of it.
Okay.
It's already cut. There you go. Now loop it. Better. You notice this right here, but let's not concentrate on this one right now. These seem to be fixed. So stop it and let's include a larger snippet. Zoom out a little bit. You know, you can click up here and push up. Yeah, like that. Okay. Include the previous bass guitar lick there. Yeah, like that, and the subsequent one behind it. Right here. Okay, then loop it. that crunching sound. Okay, stop it and zoom in on this snippet right here. Let it loop. Okay. Stop it on that. Right there. Pull the end of it over.
This one?
No, no. Wait, maybe so. Just take the volume down on that. And take the end of this one. See the little, click on it, select it. Yeah, see the little black, yeah, move it over. Keep going, keep going. All the way, right there, right there. Okay, now loop it. See, the crunch is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next, next loop. So we gotta just continue this process, and you can see now we've been sitting here 30 minutes just doing these. You know, it's so you can see it. You have 4 songs to do, so scrub, scrub, scrub.
Okay.
Like I said, wax on, wax off. You know. Mm. Sometimes too many is too many. You take one out, you know, or 2 out, because you know, drummers tend to hit too many skins. There's too much going on.
Better. This one part right here is bothering me.
Mm-hmm. If he's hitting the bass drum, you know, too many times, take 1 out or 2 out. So it's just it's straight. Bump, 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 bump. If he's going bump, 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 following the beat, that's not necessarily good. You want, you know, where the guitars are going da 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 da. You want him going just a straight, simple beat. It's counterpoint. So he's playing a straight rhythm where the guitars are not. They're playing syncopated. Da 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 da. It's far better. Instead of the drummer following what the guitars are doing, he's just keeping the beat, which is his job. So I would take those out. See, he's way too busy. So like here where the beat is. That one. I'd take that one and that one out. Dun, dun, dun. See? Instead of dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. And you can just snip them. There are 2 ways of doing it, but snipping is easiest at this point. Also, snipping lets you see what you're doing. Leave them there and just lower the volume, or snip them and delete them. It's not affecting the file, it's only affecting the way it plays back.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not working on the files, we're working on the numerical operation on the file, not affecting the original recording. Isn't that interesting? I find it fascinating. Let it loop again. Take that one out. No, that one. Just pull the volume down on it. All the way. See? Much better. Right? Yeah. See, if we were trying to match this to the video, and you can see him playing the bass drum in the video, that wouldn't work. But this is just audio. We're not interested in that. Go ahead. I would take those leading bass drum licks out of here. That one?
This one?
Yeah. Snip it. Yeah. See, it's still there. We're just, oops, sorry, water. We're just suppressing it. Going a little crazy with the bass drum.